All right, guys, today we're checking out the Lectric XP Lite with the belt drive. All right, so this is the Lectric XP Lite 2.0 with the Gates belt drive. I definitely want to go with this one because of how quiet it is. And we saw the XP Lite 2.0 when we toured the facility in Phoenix. And this bike was really one of my favorites. It looks like a foldable BMX bike, to be honest. And it does have actually a BMX style handlebar right here. Now, this does come in different colors. I think a blue and a lavender, but the black is exclusive to the belt drive. That's the only caveat, but otherwise I think you can't go wrong amongst all the models, to be honest, even if it has a chain. Like I said, it is foldable, so the stem folds down, the frame folds down. We'll do that in a second. Now here we have the 20 by 2.5 inch street tires, and 20 inch is actually a really good size for some of these compact bikes. I think anything smaller than 20 inches just feels a little bit squirrely, feels a little twitchy. So the size of these wheels is a big plus to me. It's really why this bike feels like a BMX bike. We got the integrated front headlight right here. We also have some mounting points, I think, if you want to add an accessory like a front basket. We got hydraulic disc brakes. In terms of power, we went with the long range option. So this is a UL certified 48 volt, 14 amp hour removable battery. You also have some mounting points over here if you want to add a water bottle. We got the ergonomic rubber grips, display controls, center mounted color LCD display, and a right hand half twist throttle. The stem is adjustable, so it could go higher if you're a taller rider. The cushion on the saddle is very comfortable. You got the Lectric logo right here. There's also an integrated carrying handle on the frame, so this will be easy to lift up a flight of stairs. A look at the hydraulic disc brakes in the rear, and the motor is a 300 watt rated 819 watt peak hub motor. When I do the first ride, I'll try to describe what the pedal assist feels like, but basically Lectric uses something called PWR, or pedal assist wattage regulation, which is designed to mimic the behavior of a torque-based system while sporting a highly capable cadence-based system as well. There's a lot of technical specs to that, but I think what that means is it's a mix of a torque sensor and a cadence sensor. So you get the natural pedaling ability of a torque sensor, but I think once it maybe crosses a certain threshold, you get the benefits of a cadence sensor. Essentially, the way that these electric bikes feel when you're pedaling is just a really unique sensation that I really haven't felt in other bikes in this class. And then finally, the highlight of this bike is the belt drive system. So you have a Gates carbon belt right here. So what this means is you have very little maintenance or no maintenance at all. You don't have to oil a chain or anything like that. The belt drive is really strong, and with the power of this bike, it's not that powerful. This should last pretty much the lifetime of the bike, I think. And another benefit is basically how quiet it is. So when you're riding, it's not going to sound like an electric bike. It does have its unique sound, but it won't sound like an electric bike with a chain. Another cool feature is this integrated taillight right here. So great for visibility at night. And you also have foldable pedals, which is good for storage. And the total weight of the XP Lite 2.0 is 49 pounds. All right, and this is how you fold the XP Lite 2.0. So you have a latch right here. Turn that. You can also fold the pedals up if you want, save some space. And you want to position the pedals so they're kind of horizontal. So here's the latch for the stem. So you just pop it up and then push down. And it folds down like so. And then you just squeeze the bike together. Very easy. And there's a little stand right there underneath the pedals. That's how it looks. And you can also access the battery over here if you need to remove it. We've reviewed some foldable bikes that, were really big and bulky, and even folding it didn't always make a lot of sense. It just made it more awkward to carry. Whereas this, super easy to carry, super lightweight. So now that we've gone over all the features of the Lectric XP Lite 2.0, let's take it out for its first ride.
At just 49 pounds, the Lectric XP Lite 2 is incredibly lightweight, making it easy to carry upstairs or stash in the trunk of your car. The BMX-style handlebars give it a retro vibe while offering a comfortable upright riding position. One standout feature is the Gates carbon belt drive system, which replaces the traditional chain with a maintenance-free belt. This means no grease, no noise, and no stress. It's an excellent feature for city riders who want a low-maintenance bike that's always ready to go. The XP Lite 2 is powered by a 300 watt rated 819 watt peak hub motor and is paired with a UL certified 48 volt, 14 amp hour removable battery. While the motor might seem modest, the bike makes up for it with its pedal assist wattage regulation system, or PWR. Designed to mimic the smoothness of a torque sensor, PWR delivers a surprisingly natural pedaling experience with the benefits of a cadence-based sensor as well. With a top speed of 20 miles per hour and a range of up to 80 miles, depending on rider weight, terrain, and assist level, the XP Lite 2 is suited for city commutes. The half twist throttle is responsive, and the 5 levels of pedal assist offer just enough flexibility for most urban riders. The saddle seat is plush enough for short to medium rides, and the hydraulic disc brakes provide decent stopping power. However, the lack of a front suspension fork means you'll feel the bumps on uneven terrain.
All right, first ride with the Lectric XP Lite 2.0. Here's what I look like sitting on it. So very comfortable. You can also adjust the handlebars to make it higher or change the angle to make it closer to you. These are actually BMX style handlebars, so really great for like maneuverability. And it kind of feels like a BMX, you know, in a way, which is kind of like what I really like about this bike. We'll start with pedal assist level 1, no throttle, and just see how that feels. Okay, so that feels good. I know that Lectric uses not a torque sensor, but something that's like their own custom design, which is a bit of a mix of a torque sensor and a cadence sensor. And this is what I think I felt in a lot of their other bikes when we did the tour of their facility. The tune of the Lectric bikes is what really stands out to me. It feels so natural when you ride it, when you're just pedaling, no throttle. And for something like this, which is super lightweight, it's like you're riding just a regular bike. And I think for the most part, with the belt drive system, I don't think anyone would know that you're riding an electric bike. It's so quiet. All right, we'll bump it up to pedal assist level 3. It's a little more power, still no throttle. And yeah, plenty of torque and plenty of power right off the line, which is great for weaving through traffic, right? And yeah, just turning and kind of leaning my weight feels very much like a BMX bike. It just feels so light and nimble. All right, we'll give it a little throttle and some pedal assist. And I think it's pretty easy to modulate between the two, depending on how you like to ride. You know, no pedaling and just throttle. Some people like that. And I think the throttle is tuned in a very similar way. Very smooth on the ramp up. It's not jarring at all. Yeah, very, very comfortable. Now we'll bump it up to pedal assist level 5, pedals only, and plenty of power. Can easily get around this little parking lot here. No issues whatsoever. Give it a little bit of throttle. Yeah, super fun. I can't get over how quiet this bike is with the belt drive. I love belt drives. It just feels so smooth and stealthy. I'm gonna go on this grass over here, maybe just see how it handles on this little off-road area. Now, of course, there's no suspension, so it's probably not gonna feel too comfortable, but you know, if you need to, can easily, oh, I didn't realize the big gap over here, that's why I stopped. Yeah, I mean, if you needed to go on grass, you could, although definitely not an off-road bike. Lectric has probably the X-Peak is probably the more appropriate model for riding off-road. Let's just do a quick brake test. Let me gather some speed and go back here. All right, testing the brakes. Very good. Very good stopping power for the amount of power this thing has. Okay, so the Lectric XP Lite 2.0. I actually discovered this bike pretty recently, only because the colors really stood out in their marketing materials. I think they have like a lavender, they have a blue. I think it's definitely the bike that appeals to the broadest audience possible. This is a bike that's really great for beginners or kids, you know, like people who are just getting started in electric bikes. I would definitely recommend something like this. I think it's a step above things that are a little bit smaller, like 14-inch wheel, foldable bikes, the things you can find at Costco, those things are just a little underpowered. And with the small wheels, it's kind of harder to maneuver, to be honest, harder to balance. Whereas, the 20-inch wheels on this and the BMX style design and the foldability of it just makes it really appealing for people on the go or for people who have limited storage space, right? You could fold this up, put it in the corner of your apartment, and if you had to carry it up a flight of stairs, no problem. Not that heavy. I think this one is the most fun and something I would recommend to riders of all experience levels. So with that said, we're gonna kick it off to our friend Emily, who's a first-time e-bike rider, and we'll just get her thoughts on the XP Lite 2.0.
Why am I looking for an electric bike? I'm looking for an electric bike. I'd say mainly I wanna be more environmentally conscious, reduce my dependence on fossil fuels. Most of my trips are really close distance to where I live, and they're really easily bikeable. The hills are really deceptively challenging for people, especially when you're out of shape. So with the e-bike, that'll just give me that little extra boost of power that I need to get up those hills, get where I want to go, enjoy being outdoors, and not be in my car. So I want the bike to feel intuitive when I'm riding it. The fact that this can fold up into a really nice small size, it's a huge plus. Yeah, when Rick sent me the link to this bike and I looked at it and I was like, that is a nice looking bike. I really appreciate, it's like a really nice, crisp design. The gray on black is like really sleek looking. It looks like a bike. It doesn't look like an e-bike. Do we need to retake anything? Did I say anything stupid? Okay. So I love the throttle on the bike. It really makes it easy to get that speed up when you're first. Throttle makes it easy to start that ride, I guess. Sometimes it can be hard just to get going. Just on pedal assist 1 right now. And even on the lowest setting, it gives you a lot of power, I think. And I think that this pedal assist 1 gets me around pretty far. Like for most of my ride, pedal assist 1 is all I need. Yeah, that's amazing. It feels so good. It feels so natural. But even without the pedal assist, just on pedal assist 0, like this bike is so easy to ride. Where am I going? What am I doing? I don't even know where I'm going. Yeah, the brakes are great. I mean, it brakes like a normal bike. They're really responsive. I feel really comfortable on the bike. I don't feel like I'm going to lose control of the bike. I think that was probably the most intimidating factor for me when I was interested in trying an e-bike out, was like, how comfortable am I going to be riding it? I'm not going to be doing tricks like Rick over here. That's for sure. Yeah, this bike is just a lot of fun. Final thoughts. I love this bike. Can't wait to get my own. That's my final thought. This bike is awesome.
So here's what we like. At just 49 pounds, this bike is one of the lightest e-bikes in its class, making it ideal for city commuters. The Gates Carbon Belt Drive is a game changer for those who want a quiet, clean, and maintenance-free drivetrain, and the PWR system offers smooth, torque sensor performance, making it enjoyable to ride. But here's some things to consider. Without a front suspension fork, rough terrain can feel jarring, and the 300-watt motor is adequate for city use, but might struggle on steep inclines or heavier loads. Overall, the Lectric XP Lite 2 is a solid choice for urban commuters and anyone looking for a lightweight, easy-to-use e-bike. Its standout features, like the Gates Carbon Belt Drive and the PWR system, make it ideal for city riding. While it's not built for off-road adventures, it excels at what it's designed to do: get you from point A to point B efficiently and comfortably. So, what do you think of the Lectric XP Lite 2? Is it the urban e-bike you've been waiting for, or do you want more? Let us know in the comments below, and we'll see you guys in the next video.